My girlfriend threw the engagement ring into the sea and demanded I propose again in a way she preferred. It started as a day that was meant to be one of the most important of my life. The day I would ask Jennifer, my girlfriend of 3 years, to marry me. I had it all planned out. Every detail was meticulously chosen to reflect how much she meant to me. I didn't want a cliché proposal like you see on TV or Instagram. I wanted it to be memorable, personal, and something that would reflect our love, our journey. I thought I was doing something amazing. The idea of proposing to Jennifer on a secluded, private beach came to me one night while we were watching one of her favorite romantic movies. In the scene, the couple had their first kiss on a beach at sunset, and I remember her saying how magical it was. So, I figured, what could be more magical than proposing on a private beach under the stars with a live violinist playing her favorite song? I spent months planning, saving, and coordinating everything down to the smallest detail. I even rented a beach house for our closest friends and family to stay in, so they could be there to witness the moment. I thought the ring I bought was perfect, too. I saved for months, picking out a stunning diamond that glittered like the waves at sunset. It wasn't the biggest ring in the world, but it was elegant, just like Jennifer, and it had a personal touch. The band was engraved with the date of our first kiss. Finally, the big day arrived. The sun was just beginning to set, casting an orange glow over the ocean. The violinist began playing her favorite song as Jennifer and I walked along the shore. Our friends and family were hidden just out of sight, waiting for the big reveal. My heart was pounding, and I could barely breathe as I knelt down on one knee, holding the ring box in my shaking hands. This was at the moment I had dreamed of for months. "Jennifer," I said, my voice trembling, "you are the love of my life. You make every day better just by being in it. Will you marry me?" I waited for her to gasp, for tears to fill her eyes as she threw her hands over her mouth in surprise and joy. But none of that happened. Instead, Jennifer stared at me, not with joy or surprise, but with a frown. For a few seconds, I thought she was just overwhelmed, maybe too stunned to react. But then she spoke, and everything changed. This isn't what I imagined," she said, her voice cold, almost annoyed. I blinked, confused. I wasn't sure I heard her right. "What do you mean?" Jennifer glanced around, unimpressed by the sunset, the violinist, the romantic beach setting I had carefully orchestrated. "I told you, if you ever proposed, I wanted it to be in a big city, like New York or Paris, on top of a skyscraper with a view, not some beach." The words hit me like a punch to the gut. I had poured my heart into this proposal, thinking it was everything she could ever want, and here she was, standing there, acting like it wasn't enough, like I wasn't enough. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I tried to explain, my voice shaky, but I thought this would be special for us. This beach, it's where we first said I love you. I thought that would mean something. She rolled her eyes, and I felt my heart sink. Then, without a second thought, she took the ring I had worked so hard to buy and looked at it like it was a piece of trash. Before I could even react, she threw it into the sea. It was like time stopped. I stared at the spot where the ring had disappeared into the water, completely stunned. I felt my stomach twist into a knot, and I couldn't speak. The ring was gone, lost to the ocean waves, just like the moment I had planned so carefully. Jennifer crossed her arms, her expression still annoyed. "Well, are you going to do this right or not?" I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She actually expected me to propose again right then and there, as if nothing had happened. As if she hadn't just thrown away the symbol of everything I had worked for, everything I had felt for her. I stood up slowly, feeling my hands shake. "Jennifer, I did this for us. I thought this would be special for both of us. How could you just throw the ring away like that?" She shrugged like it was nothing, "Because it wasn't what I wanted. I've told you before what I expect. And if you can't even propose to me the way I imagined, how are you going to handle being my husband?" The coldness in her voice shocked me to my core. This wasn't the woman I thought I knew. The Jennifer I fell in love with would never have reacted like this. Or maybe I just hadn't seen this side of her until now. My mind was spinning, trying to make sense of what had just happened. Around us, I could hear the murmurs of our friends and family, who had all witnessed the scene. Someone whispered, "Did she really just throw the ring into the sea?" Then, one of my friends, Jason, stepped forward. "Jen, are you serious right now? You threw away a proposal like that? What's wrong with you?" Jennifer turned, her face reddening as she realized everyone was staring at her. For the first time, she looked uncomfortable. "I didn't mean it like that," she said, her voice defensive. But it was too late. The damage was done. The whispers grew louder. "Who does that?" someone muttered. "He planned this whole thing, and she just threw it all away." Jennifer's face paled as she looked around at the crowd, realizing that no one was on her side. In a moment of desperation, she reached out toward me. "We can try again," she said quickly. "Somewhere better. Paris, Venice, wherever you want. Just, let's do it right this time." I looked at her, feeling a strange calm wash over me. It was like I was finally seeing her for who she really was. "Jennifer, this isn't about trying again. You threw away more than just the ring. You threw away everything I did for you, everything this was supposed to mean." Her eyes widened, and I saw a flicker of panic in her expression. "No, I didn't mean to. I wasn't thinking. Please, we can fix this." I shook my head. "I don't think we can." As I said the words, the crowd behind us seemed to shift. I could hear people whispering again, and one of my cousins muttered, "Good for him. He deserves better." Jennifer started to cry, real tears this time. She reached for my arm, trying to pull me back to her. "Please, I didn't mean it. I'll make it up to you. I swear. Just don't end it like this." But I had made up my mind. I couldn't look at her the same way anymore. She had thrown away not just the ring, but everything we had built together. "It's over, Jennifer," I said, my voice steady. Her sobs grew louder, but I didn't turn back. I walked away, leaving her standing there on the beach, alone, with the whispers of disappointment echoing around her. The future I had imagined with her was gone, but in that moment, I knew one thing for sure: I had my dignity, and that was worth more than any proposal. And as I walked away, I felt lighter than I had in years. Maybe this wasn't the ending I had planned, but it was the one I needed.